springs on. I've had this thing up to about, I'm at 70 miles an hour. I was a little worried about all the strain that I was kind of putting on the axle shaft and the U-joints with the axle having to hang as low as it did. But no vibrations. It feels great. I put a ton of weight in the back just to make it settle a little bit while we're going out to Joshua Tree National Park, and my buddy's found a few trails that we're gonna jump on. He's wanted to take his truck out there, so we're gonna do that. It is another hot day here in the Palm Springs area, but so far everything's running okay, and we get to jump on some trails, so it should be a fun time. Alright, so we are in Joshua Tree National Park, which there aren't very many Joshua trees. It's kind of funny, just maybe not in this part of the park, but we got to one of the off-roads. It said gate closed, but the four-wheel drive was allowed to go on it, so we moved. So that is my buddy ahead of me, and even though this is soft sand, it is bumpy like crazy. So it's definitely giving my leaf springs workout. So I just aired down to about 15 psi, give it a better ride. But so far, I checked the leaf springs and they seem to be doing all right. So I'll obviously have to tighten them down after taking them on something like this down to the right specs, but this was a good test for him. Buddy up here is flying through some of the sand and rumble strips, and he's not sure if he's going to make it with the truck. I think that's what he's aiming for, because he's been putting it through its paces. He says it's held together with rust, and he wants to see what kind of abuse he can take, so that's exactly what he's doing. So it could be interesting out in the middle of the desert here if something does happen, but he's got 2 rides home if it does. And it looks like we are going all the way out to the mountains out there. There's supposed to be a mine and just miles and miles of off-road trails. So, and there's my keeper. So far it's been interesting. I've never driven through sand that's been as deep as it has on this trail, and I never had to put it in four-wheel drive or anything. And once I air it down, obviously there's a lot better traction and a lot better ride. But it's different from what I've done in the past, so it's kind of cool, and glad we're out here doing it. But we still have not seen a Joshua tree, so I don't know what's up with that. road that we are on is Black Eagle Road in Joshua Tree National Park. So we got a little bit of everything: rocks, sand, hills, a couple of switchbacks back there. But it's a pretty interesting drive. I don't know if it connects to anything yet. I forgot to ask my buddy. I don't know if we're going to come back the same way we went in. But we're finally in the hills, and we're only at about 2,000 feet. What's up? Let me come up and take a look. Alright, so we actually had to turn around. It doesn't seem that the truck is actually engaging four-wheel drive, so we made it up to that hill. There were just too many ruts, too many places where he was slipping, and we don't think his front-wheel drive is working at all. So we were going to turn around and have him get inside the Jeep, but the guy up here in the black truck, he could definitely make the trail, but it is his, and it's not a work truck, so he doesn't want to do any damage to it, which is understandable. It was a pretty gnarly road. The Jeep would have made it without a problem. The truck probably would have made it with a few scrapes and maybe a couple of bangs, but so anyway, we're a few miles in, and so we're going to turn around and we have to drive the whole thing back. We had another like 15 miles to go, I think, and we just opted to turn around and just enjoy ourselves another way. But this was a lot of fun being out here on this trail. Sand, rocks, hills, scenery for miles, so it's pretty cool all in all.